Good evening and welcome to tonight's video. So I want to talk tonight about goals and sort of a way that people tend to frame their goals which might not work for them, okay? So when people normally set themselves a goal in regards to healthy eating, what they tend to do is they tend to say, I'm going to stop doing something. So maybe it's I'm going to stop drinking soda, I'm going to stop eating junk food, I'm going to stop smoking. And these are what we call avoid goals for obvious reasons. You're telling yourself to avoid something. Now, these sound very straightforward, but they're actually psychologically almost counterproductive because, let's be honest, who enjoys being told what to do? Even if the person that is telling you not to do something is yourself, you still don't like it. As soon as we argue in favour of change, our automatic natural reaction is to argue equally as strong in favour of not changing, okay? And what happens when you do avoid goals and you make avoid goals is you sort of end up just thinking about the thing constantly that you're trying to avoid, and then you get frustrated because you can't actually do it. And it turns into a vicious cycle. And that's why I like to encourage people to take what we call approach goals. Now, approach goals tend to pull you towards something desirable whilst quietly pulling you away from something that's less desirable, something that you're trying to avoid. And what they do is they help you to focus on feeling good, and they help you to focus on good things. So I'm going to give you a few examples. Let's say your avoid goal is to stop snacking on junk food. Your approach goal related to this could be to start snacking on cut up fruit and veg. Now, the benefit of this is fruit and veg is good for me, and this allows me to get more fruit and veg in the day. Okay? Next example, say you want to stop drinking soda or fizzy pop. That's an avoid goal. So your approach goal could be to have 3 glasses of water with a glass of water with at least 3 meals every day. The benefit of this is, now you don't get headaches, you don't feel constipated, you don't feel bloated, and you feel much more hydrated, okay? Another example, stop eating when stressed out. That's your avoid goal, stop doing something. Your approach goal could be to come up with a list of stress relieving activities that you enjoy, and rather than going for the food, when you feel stressed, you do one of these activities. The benefit of this is that you feel a lot better after your stress relief break. A final example is to stop. Maybe you tell yourself, stop feeling so tired and so fatigued all the time. That's an avoid goal. Your approach goal is to develop a calm, relaxing pre-bed routine at a 9 or 10 p.m. bedtime. The benefit of this is that you feel a lot more clear-headed, you feel a lot more energized and happy, and now you don't need 10 cups of coffee to get you through the day. Okay, so you can sort of see, there's just a few examples. I mean, there's loads of different ways you can relate this to every single area of your life, but you can sort of see where these are going, okay? Avoid goals tend to take something away from you and focus on avoiding bad stuff. Whereas approach goals, they're more about adding things in and more about enjoying good stuff. And there's such a psychological sort of benefit to that. So how can you set up approach goals? Well, first step, pick a bad habit that you want to change. Easy enough step. It's that thing that you always tell yourself to stop doing. Number 1. So number 2, write down a good habit or two to replace this habit. Okay, and try and make it relevant. So, for example, if you normally take a smoke break and you're trying to stop smoking, maybe you take a tea break instead. Okay? Number 3, write down an approach goal that you can do today to support this new good habit. So, and you can start as small as you want with this. Don't worry about starting too small. Maybe you take the tea break today, or maybe you just take your new tea stash to work so that you can start tomorrow. Okay? Don't be afraid to start small. Next one is to identify why this will benefit you. So to come up with all the reasons why this is great. And as I mentioned a few examples earlier, for example, when you're doing your approach goal for your sleep routine, you feel clear-headed, you feel energized, you feel happy, you don't need so much coffee. Come up with reasons why this is going to be good for you, because this will help keep you motivated, okay? Maybe in the tea example, you can think about all the antioxidants that the tea is going to give you. You can think about the fact that now you're going to go out for some fresh air rather than having to breathe in cigarette smoke. You get to try all these different new teas. You get to use your favourite mug. I don't know. Pick what works for you. Okay, and finally, most importantly, find what works for you and repeat. So try loads of different approach goals, find the one that works for you and do it every single day. Okay, so there's just a quick video for tonight, guys. So again, the main thing to sort of take from this is avoid goals like they sound are trying to stop us doing something. They focus on the bad things and they almost like trying to take something away from us. And that's why we don't like them, doing them, because we feel like we're losing something. But approach goals tend to focus on good things. We get a focus on the good things, the things that are going to benefit us, and sort of the things that we're going to enjoy, and they add to our lives. Okay, and like I say, it's a very small difference, but it's a huge psychological advantage. So that's just a quick one for tonight, guys. Hopefully you got some value from that. If you did, feel free to like, comment and share. I always appreciate it. Have a great evening, have a great weekend, and I shall see you on the next video. Thank you.